The Italian Grand Prix treated us to a qualifying session full of surprises, from George Russell's impressive performance to the challenges faced by Lewis Hamilton. Let's dive into the teams behind the scenes, reveal the latest news about Mercedes' future, and analyze the prospects for tomorrow's race. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any details of this epic weekend in Monza. Let's get into it. The qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix was a true spectacle, and Mercedes once again showed why it's one of the most respected teams on the grid. Let's start with the news that's making everyone smile in the Mercedes garage. George Russell secured an impressive third place on the starting grid. Russell, demonstrating skill and determination, set a time of 1:19.440, just 0.1113 seconds behind pole sitter Lando Norris of McLaren. This performance puts Mercedes in an excellent position for tomorrow's race, with Russell ready to attack from the start. But the qualifying story doesn't end there. Lewis Hamilton, who led free practice sessions 2 and 3, faced some challenges when it mattered most. The 7-time world champion managed 6th place on the grid, with a time of 1:19.513. Although it's not the position Hamilton was aiming for, we know he's a master of comebacks and race strategies. The qualifying showed us an extremely competitive grid, with the top 6 separated by less than 0.2 of a second. This promises an electrifying race tomorrow, with several top teams fighting for victory. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal, commented on the qualifying. "We're very pleased with George's performance today. Securing the front row in Monza is a fantastic result. Lewis had some challenges, but we know his ability to recover. Tomorrow will be a long and strategic race, and we have 2 drivers ready to fight for every position." The work in free practice clearly paid off, especially considering the overheating challenges we faced yesterday. With Russell in 3rd and Hamilton in 6th, Mercedes is in a strong position for tomorrow's race. With both cars in the top 6, the team is ready to maximize its chances for a podium and, who knows, even fight for victory in the Italian Grand Prix. But it's not all roses. While the Mercedes cars were flying on the track, inside the cockpits, the situation was quite different. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell reported extreme heat in their seats, something that caught the attention of the entire team. Hamilton described the experience as ridiculously scorching, comparing it to sitting in a sauna without shorts. Not exactly the kind of comfort a driver expects while racing at over 186 mph, right? Russell also expressed discomfort with the high temperatures. Mercedes' engineering team sprung into action immediately. They're investigating several possible causes for this overheating. One theory is that there might be a hot air leak near the radiators. Another possibility is that the heat from the Energy Recovery System, ERS, is spreading more than usual. But here's the interesting part. This problem might be related to the specific setup for Monza. With changes to the track's curbs, teams can run the car lower. This generates more friction with the ground, which in turn increases temperature. It's a complex puzzle that Mercedes is determined to solve. The question now is, how will this affect the team's performance for the rest of the weekend? Well, Mercedes is working hard to find a solution that keeps the drivers comfortable without compromising speed. It's a delicate balance, but if there's one team that can solve this quickly, it's Mercedes. Speaking of the rest of the weekend, expectations are sky high for the Brackley team. Despite the overheating challenge, the main focus remains on maintaining excellent performance. Mercedes is well aware that Monza is a unique track on the calendar. Known as the Temple of Speed, this circuit demands a low-drag setup to maximize speed on the long straights. The team has worked hard to find the perfect balance between straight-line speed and cornering grip. The high temperatures in Monza are not new, but they remain a crucial factor. Besides solving the cockpit problem, the team is refining its strategies to manage tire wear in these conditions. It's a high-speed chess game where every decision can make the difference between the podium and the midfield. Toto Wolff, the team principal, expressed confidence in the work done so far. He emphasized that the team has learned a lot since the Dutch GP and is applying those lessons in Monza. "We're cautiously optimistic," Wolff said. "We know we have a fast car, but we also know the competition is fierce. The expectation is that both Hamilton and Russell will be fighting for front positions." Mercedes is determined to capitalize on the positive momentum they've been building in recent races. With Ferrari considered strong in their home race and Red Bull always threatening, it promises to be an epic battle until the checkered flag. And we can't forget that a good result here in Monza would be a huge boost to team morale, especially considering the recent announcements about the future. And speaking of which, now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the much-anticipated announcement. Mercedes has finally revealed who will occupy the seat left by Lewis Hamilton in 2025, and the choice is as bold as it is exciting. Kimi Antonelli, the 18-year-old Italian prodigy, will be George Russell's new teammate. This news is a real earthquake in the F1 world. Antonelli isn't just young, he's the youngest driver to sign with Mercedes in 70 years. Antonelli's track record is simply impressive. He dominated the junior categories, winning titles in Italian and German Formula 4 in 2022, and then dominating the European and Middle Eastern Formula Regional in 2023. It's as if he was in a hurry to get to F1, and well, it seems he made it. Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team principal, is beaming with the choice. Kimi has consistently demonstrated the talent and speed necessary to compete at the highest level of our sport, Wolff declared. We know it will be a big step, but we will support him at every stage of the learning process. George Russell, who will be Antonelli's teammate, also expressed his enthusiasm. I'm really excited to work with Kimi, Russell said. His record in the junior categories is formidable, and his promotion is truly deserved. Mercedes' decision to bet on such young talent shows the team's confidence in its driver development program. It's a bold move, but if there's a team capable of nurturing young talent and turning it into a world champion, that team is Mercedes. So, what do you think about Mercedes' decision? Does Antonelli have what it takes to shine in F1 alongside Russell? Share your opinions in the comments. We want to know what fans think about this new era approaching for the Brackley team. Speaking of Antonelli, we can't fail to mention his debut in free practice here at Monza. It was a baptism by fire for the young Italian, and what an electrifying debut. Antonelli had the chance to drive the W15 and FP1, and he certainly left his mark. Unfortunately, not in the way he hoped. After just 5 laps, the young driver lost control of the car in the famous Parabolica turn, resulting in a significant impact with the barriers. But here's the interesting part. Before the accident, Antonelli was flying. Telemetry data revealed something surprising. In the Lesmo and Ascari turns, he was faster than the current world champion, Max Verstappen. Toto Wolff was impressed. What we saw in a lap and a half is simply amazing, he commented. We prefer to have the problem of slowing him down rather than making him faster. Of course, this impressive speed also explains the accident. The tires overheated due to the intense pace, leading to loss of grip in the Parabolica. It's a valuable lesson for Antonelli about the limits of the car and tires in F1. Despite the setback, the Mercedes team is more confident than ever in their choice. They see this as part of Antonelli's learning process. The ability to extract so much speed from the car in his first session is a promising sign for the future. The 2024 season still has many thrills ahead, and 2025 promises to be a year of renewal and great expectations for Mercedes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you next time.